Yesterday it was 70 plus degrees. Hot, sunny. My wife and I played some pickleball. It was an awesome day. And then today, the clouds came in. It got windy and it got quite cold. I was gonna wear a nice little button up today and, well, it's a little cold. So I'm wearing one of my favorite sweaters. So earlier this week, I had a live stream where I announced what book I will be reading next. And that book is Assassin's Apprentice, Robin Hobb. I am about 3 chapters in, 60 pages. Everyone who has followed my channel knows that my favorite book is Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. And they recommend Robin Hobb. Oh my gosh, if you love Name of the Wind, you'll love Robin Hobb, and specifically the Farseer Trilogy. And yeah, they're right. I love it. It is everything I want in a book. And it got me thinking, why do I love reading ordinary stories or love the mundane so much? And I know I've talked so much about this on my channel. And at this point, I sound like a broken record. But allow me to yet again talk about this aspect of storytelling that I love so much. I don't live an extraordinary life. I don't travel the world and go to all these amazing locations and places. I'm not attending glamorous parties and dressing in a suit and tie every other week. I don't seek out extreme sports and hobbies. We often see on social media images of perfection. People fit and sculpted, traveling the world and living rich lives. But that isn't necessarily the reality. And I'm not saying these are bad things. It's just, when it's all we see, we can't help but compare and evaluate our lives through that lens of perfection. My life is quite ordinary. I wake up, I stretch, get some sunlight, delay my caffeine intake an hour or two in the morning, get some coffee, get some breakfast, answer some emails, do some work, do some chores around the house, maybe go out and do errands with my wife. We might go on a coffee date or go visit the family, go see some friends, have a date night, maybe go on a hike and watch the sunset, maybe stay in, read our books, or go watch a movie, play a video game. It's all quite ordinary. So what does this have to do with books? Well, like I said, I recently started Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb, and it is exactly what I want in a fantasy book. This is storytelling focused on characters, and specifically one character. And yes, this is fantasy, but it's not your typical fantasy book. It's not about raising armies to march and defeat the Dark Lord. It's not about climbing mountains and tall towers to save the princess from the dragon and find the long-lost 7 artifacts. It's about a 6-year-old boy, and he's telling you his story in his own words, through his own perspective. The way Robin Hobb writes is so... it's not flowery, and it's not even poetic, but there's a rhythm to it. And this rhythm and her word choice evokes feeling. Like, I could feel the cold. I could feel the warmth of that crackling fire. And the way those puppies and animals nuzzle up to Fitz. I could even feel the stares of the townsfolk. The way they stare and look at Fitz as he walks around with his little puppy. Sure, the language is great. It evokes feeling and emotion, but what I love so much is the intimacy. The way Robin Hobb steps back and slows down and focuses on the ordinary and the regular, the day-to-day. In the chapter I'm in right now, Fitz, the main character, he is describing his day-to-day routine. What it's like to go in and out of the kitchen to get food. How he walks around town and who he plays with. You know, the friends he has and the friends he's made. I love so much when an author takes their time and just allows the reader to kind of get comfortable in the world and really experience that day-to-day routine of a character. Because when you focus on the little things and create that emotional connection to the little things and the ordinary things in a story and in a character's life, when the big things happen and the bad things happen, it will have that much more impact. The reader will feel it right here. I just love how Hobb has this intimacy to her words. The way she sheds light on the ordinary. I don't always read fantasy books to escape, to exotic locations and fantastic worlds. I'm not one for diving into spreadsheets and pages about a magic system. And I really don't read fantasy to live vicariously through a character and try to live this extraordinary life that this character is living. As an adult, and after 5 years or so of reading fantasy, I read fantasy that reflects the beauty of the ordinary, that sheds light on how beautiful the simple things are, the small things are in life, the things that are tangible, the things that we can relate to from our lives. I really don't know what kind of point I'm trying to make right now. I feel like I'm just rambling and creating a word salad. But I guess my point is that there is beauty in the ordinary. And if you live a quiet life, one with a mundane routine, there's beauty in it. And there's nothing wrong with it. We don't have to live an extraordinary life to be happy or to feel successful. And if you do, that's wonderful. I love it. Live the life you want to live. But I'm here to say that I'm happy with my life and where I'm at. I'm happy to have a quiet day with my wife and go to a coffee shop, read our books together, or maybe we just take a stroll and watch the sunset. I don't know. It's something that popped in my head while reading this book. Maybe just shed light on the ordinary and that there is beauty in it and that it's okay to have that simple life. Because I love it. And I love reading about it too. It's cozy. Makes me happy. So, what are you currently reading? And if you do read fantasy, what elements of fantasy do you love so much? Do you love those world-spanning stories and epic battles against the Dark Lord? Or do you like those slow, intimate moments of a fantasy story? Let me know. Let's talk about it. And until next time.